guy. Ola and Lee are jumping. Northwestern will control it, and McIntosh has it, and he'll bring it into the front court.
Northwestern wants to play very slow. They want to limit possessions. Ohio State wants to do the opposite. They want to push the pace, get as many possessions as they can in this game.
Out of 350-plus teams in terms of tempo, Northwestern is 307th, but this guy can score. McIntosh puts it up softly, and he has the first bucket of the night.
He's been the catalyst for this Wildcat team. He's been an impressive freshman, showed no fear in this season.
Russell feeding Tate inside. Tate kicks it back out. Sam Thompson going to fire from three. Rattles out, and Ola pulls away his first rebound. Ola can hit that shot. 7-footer from Romania, has a face-up game. One of the better three-point shooters for this Northwestern squad.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive Ohio State is. One of the things to get it in the 80s.
Got a quick look at Thad Matta, remarkably in his 11th year already at Ohio State. His 289 wins in that span, most in the Big Ten. Demps getting into the paint, has it knocked away. Ola with about 5 on the shot, and Northwestern is up 4-0.
Well, it's really important that Northwestern make shots early. They're actually a pretty good spot shooting team on the year. Get confidence with this young squad. Get the crowd involved. That's how you pull off an upset against a higher-ranked team.
Shannon Scott pulls up, misses, fight for the rebound, and taking it away is Jershawn Cobb, the senior from Decatur, Georgia. McIntosh had a look at Cobb. Now he'll feed Ola, who faces up on Lee.
Well, this is a new lineup that Coach Matta is going after, going for a little more speed, taking Williams off the floor. Obviously, Ola is the biggest dude on the floor. We'll see if he takes advantage of that size advantage.
Wildcats have hit their first 3 shots. Buckeyes have yet to get one to fall. Here's the super athletic Sam Thompson. Crosses over all the way to the bucket, and it won't go down. Cobb pulls it away. Lindsay into the front court, dips ahead of the feet side. He wanted a foul on that Thompson drive, didn't get it, and Northwestern is up 8-0.
Well, this is the start Coach Collins wanted from his guys, from his young team.
Russell is yet to take a shot. Lee working on Ola, and relative to what he was, the number of minutes he was playing at Temple. Will start for him tonight. He has Ohio State's first basket.
Ohio State team is still searching for some consistency in their lineup. Maybe they'll find it in the lineup for tonight.
Lindsay barely grazes the rim. Oh, second in the Big Ten in double-doubles this year. Only Frank Kaminsky of Wisconsin has 4, and he's got 6 quick points.
And those offensive rebounds are like gold for Northwestern. Not known for a team that's a great offensive rebounding team or a turnover team.
Lead.
Ohio State, if they're going to play small, they really better try to pressure the basketball, force turnovers, use their speed to their advantage.
Look at Demps going strong. He can't get it to fall. Lee pulls it away, and Scott push it up and try to beat Northwestern's defense down the floor. Good look on the inside. Ola rejects Tate. Tate going to try it again and can't get it to go. Lee fighting for it. It's Tate coming out of there with game dramatically. Being more than just a face-up perimeter player, he's done work on the inside as well.
I like the spirit of Northwestern. You always wonder about a team after losing 3 or 4 in a row. What's their spirit going to be like? They showed tremendous tenacity and spirit early in this game.
Well, Northwestern has yet to win a game this calendar year. The last 3 losses have all been close by an average of less than McIntosh leading the way. And the Buckeyes, we mentioned, have been a little bit inconsistent. All of their metrics and their numbers would suggest that their record would be better than it is. This is a talented team, particularly Russell, as we mentioned. Tate's a young talent. The other guys are veterans. Rare commodity as Ola shows that 3-point shooting rebound. Russell coming off his first double-double of his career and 27 and 14 rebounds in a loss to Iowa over the weekend.
Put him on the block.
You mentioned that to him this morning.
14, put him on the block.
Our first loss of the season came at the hands of the Gamecocks.
You know, Ohio State just likes the challenge of coming back from early deficit.
I think Thad could do without it. His face is awfully red. He looks a little flushed across the way as a result.
Oh, Coach Mana. Coach feeling alive.
Them started by Scott, uses the screen from O-line. Deflection for half.
Offensive rebounds and turnovers.
Haven't seen Mark Loving knock down a three yet. He leads the Big Ten in three-point shooting percentage, making 50% on the season, though struggled a little bit in Big Ten play. Thompson's going to line one up, and that's about 3 feet long. So Beluski. They will reset it. To your point, as we go inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. Priceberg back into the game. Priceberg, an aggressive pass that Todd couldn't handle, and it's another turnover for the Wildcats. Russell into the front court. Thompson has it knocked away, and the Buckeyes turn it right back over.
Easier on their offense.
Northwestern needs to at least get a shot up. They've turned it over 5 times in their last 7 trips. Demp's going to try to take care of that. He's swallowed up by the defense and really doesn't have that level of player right now. They haven't function this point, fair enough to say.
Best teams in basketball, all function.
That's true. Lindsey's back into the game. He gets the rebound. But there are guys, and you played with a few, who can make a play when needed.
Never hurts to have a go-getter.
Puts Northwestern back on top with a triple.
You don't have those go-getters. It's imperative you shoot a nice percentage from behind the arc. Anything above 35, 36% gives you a chance.
Loving, I mentioned his.
He's got an easy stroke. He was recruited out of high school as a 3-man. He's almost turned into a nouveau stretch 4 all the rage these days. All the kids do.
In virtually every level of basketball, it seems. Creates hobbled just a bit a few moments ago, but he appears to be just fine. Knocked down a 3 a moment ago.
Maryland's kind of a surprise team in the Big Ten. It's strange for me to say that, knowing all the battles we had with the Terrapins. It's sad for me that they're in the Big Ten, but they're one of the surprise teams in the country.
First year has been a smashing success. Maryland and Indiana tonight is
out of a timeout. Coach Collins drew up a nice play. Good job creating some momentum. This is a really important time for Northwestern. Stay in this game the last 2.5, maybe go on a little run, get some juice for halftime.
2.5 minutes, and we saw the lineups on the floor. Anthony Lee, who got the start. Buckeyes regaining the 1-point lead.
And the Buckeyes do a wonderful job of sharing the basketball. It's fun to watch.
Oh, Priceberg missed on the inside. He had the strong move earlier in the game for the bucket. It might have been deflected, or at least he was bothered on his way to the rim. Curling off that screen is Thompson. He couldn't hit the runner. And as at his disposal, 9 guys averaging. Lindsey, a freshman from Hillside, Illinois, got schooled a little bit by the older guy. 4-point lead now for Ohio State.
That's okay. That's how you learn. That's how you learn in this game.
Bourgeois driving on Loving. Now fake move. Now 90 seconds to play here in the first half. It's been a good one in Evanston. Ohio State fell behind early. Rallied to take the 2-point lead. Reese Davis, Shane Battier, glad to have you.
Every time he releases it, he knows it's going down.
I asked him this morning because he's shooting 50% from the year, about 34% in Big Ten play. But he got that shooting stroke figured out. Basically told us just to watch, and so far he has that. Jershawn Cobb bounces on the rim a couple of times. Ola hat.
Get 5 guys in the paint, scrapping and clawing for every loose ball.
Scott just picked up his second foul as McIntosh misses from Ben. Trimmed down to 3. Buckeyes have the ball, about a 15-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Cam Williams fires from deep.
Efficient offensive machines in the country. It's only a matter of time before they start to spring loose, knock down some shots.
26th in the country in adjusted offensive efficiency. Often that's reflective of being a pretty good three-point shooting team, but they're an excellent field goal shooting team overall. Russell had 12 points in the first half to lead everybody. He's the third leading scorer in the Big Ten. The second half's underway. Northwestern has it first. Anthony Lee starting the second half. He started the game for Amir Williams as going big, a freshman. Mentioning Lee starting for Amir Williams, who had started 79 consecutive games for the Buckeyes, but only played 3 minutes in the first half. Did not start this one. Lee made all 3 of his field goal attempts.
And that's a recipe for success for the Wildcats. Use the size of Alex Ola to their advantage without Amir Williams in the game. Let's see if Northwestern goes on a little run like they started the game.
Shot clock inside 10. Shannon Scott has it, pulls up. Justin.
It adds a new dimension to this Ohio State Buckeye team. They're already an efficient offensive machine. So when they get production from him, they're really tough to beat.
They're efficient largely because of him. He and Russell very adept at setting up their teammates. Scott is 5th in the country, first in the Big Ten in assists, and he has 5 tonight. That was his first field goal. McIntosh tries to beat Scott. Now he kicks it back to the outside. Shot clock inside 5. And here comes a big dunk for high riser Sam.
There's always one guy in the scouting report. You say, you know what? If he has a step on you, let him go, or else you're going to be on SportsCenter. Not really going to say that.
It's a good thing to be on SportsCenter most of the time, but maybe not that way as McIntosh fires and they tip it back out. Lindsay has it. Demps feeding to Cobb. Cobb, 2.
Northwestern has 11 second chance points. That's one area they really can exploit in the second half. It seems when the shot goes up and they get the offensive rebound, or Ohio State's not in a good defensive position to stop them, and that's why they've been so effective.
Russell looking to the side. Chris Paul is not the only former Duke guard on the bench tonight. Greg Paul is one of Tab Mata's top players.
I think that's an excellent analogy. Both are silky smooth and make the game look easy. The game comes easy to D'Angelo Russell, and it's not. But that's the magic of Amanu Ginobili and D'Angelo Russell. They make a difficult game look easy, look smooth.
I don't know that he has necessarily gotten all of the great freshman accolades that some other guys have gotten. As Ola is working inside. Left-hand hook won't go. Deshaun Tate gives it up. Scott. Here is Russell. He can do this too. And he knocks from the crowd as he watches D'Angelo play. Well, Northwestern in desperate need of a little offensive flurry to stay in this game.
Here's your son, Chris, stud baseball player, headed to Princeton. You can share what these dads are feeling. My son's only 6, so I'm not there yet, but it's nerve-wracking watching your boy compete, isn't it?
You'll get there. I can attest to the fact that Antonio Russell and Hubert Thompson had their stomach in knots for most of the night, lead to 6.
That's a big shot. That's a shot that calms the nerves of the Wildcats. And lets them know, hey, we're still in this.
You know, it's not a game-ending shot, but Demps in his career has hit several of those. He had a couple of game winners in the non-conference season this year. 18.6 and nearly 5 assists per game. In Ohio State, over the last 14 minutes, they scored 37 points. Keep that up. They had dropped triple digits for the game. That's a 100-point pace. They've been very good, largely because Russell's been involved in 11 of the 20 field goals, either by scoring them or with the assist. But Northwestern's hanging in, down 6, and Alex Ola gets it. Ola's got a dozen. He's played well. Although Ohio State's done a pretty good job keeping him off the boards. Third leading rebounder in the Big Ten, only had a couple of rebounds in the first half. 47-43. Tate off the back iron. Kicked in the corner to Thompson. Shot fake. Now the runner.
All great offensive teams in college basketball. I think their coach gives them tremendous freedom to take not any shot, but a good majority of shots. And you can tell the confidence Ohio State plays with. They don't get yelled at too often for taking different shots when they're on the offensive end, as long as they bust the tail on the defensive end.
Thompson blocked McIntosh's shot. And the Buckeyes up 6 with the ball. Lee going right into Ola. 4 of his field goal attempts. He's got 8.
Hey, I tell kids all the time, you want to play? Make the coach play. Make the coach play you with your effort and your energy and your discipline and your concentration.
Lee averaged about 13 points a game last year for Temple. Graduate student playing his final year here for the Buckeyes. Started early in the season, but hadn't started lately, and played very well tonight. Ola's so deep. Tate just bullies his way in, but he got in too deep, too far under the basket. Let him go in there because he was too far under the backboard to do anything.
Sometimes a player gets so excited about a matchup that you press, you do something rash instead of just taking what the defense gives you. I think that was the case right there.
That's a foul on Tate with his first, and really two guards for Ohio State picked up a couple in the first half, but nobody's really been in foul trouble. Good ball movement inside, and
been fantastic in all the little plays, the energy plays, the offensive rebounding, the deflection, running the floor for freshmen really showed promise.
McIntosh misses, and we have a whip. But Northwestern will have another opportunity, fresh 35.
So right now, Alex Ola has a huge size advantage. I'd like to see them take advantage of it.
Sanjay Lumpkin. Demps for three. Too long, Russell skying for the rebound. There's an opportunity for Northwestern. Tate has a clean look, and he missed it. Rick Law. Now Chris Collins giving instructions to the Wildcats. Demps driving. Tate got a hand on it. Ola thought about it from three. Hands off to Demps. Demps, nice through. Couldn't. On the road, Minnesota here. The year before was Minnesota. In 2012 is the highly ranked fouls now. That's 5 team fouls on Northwestern. Ohio State has 6. Next one will put the Cats in the bonus. Little trouble getting it in bounds. You just throw it to the rafters and Sam Thompson can go get it. Make another football comparison, sort of reminiscent of Devin Smith. Just throw it up, let him go get it. And
your execution right there. Lee was just leaning a little bit. Good call by the referees, offensive foul.
Northwestern beats the pressure calmly. Now Demps kicks it in the corner. Cobb for the tie! 60 all. 3:45 to play in Evanston. Been 2,163 days since the Wildcats have beat.
Are you sure he's a freshman? Are you sure? Can you check his birth certificate? Man, that's icy. On the road, crowd going wild, silencing the pull-up three.
He is a flat warrior. Demps all the way to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Kreisberg and Lee fighting for it, and Lee comes out of there with it for the Buckeyes. 3-point lead in the ball for Ohio State. Russell's hit his last 7 shots. Why not feed? 0. Gets a screen. Pulls up, fires. Finally missed one. Kreisberg. Rebound for Northwestern. Demps on the push. Trey, hesitation to the bucket. Gets his shot blocked. Collins is apoplectic on the sideline, wanting a goaltend call. Better get back in that box. It's not the spot you want to get banged with a tee.
They got to get back coach of college basketball.
At least in theory. Hey, look, and from Ohio State's perspective, I'm sure there are calls that are missed the other way, but goaltends are big ones that you can see quite